that they won't ask for their value, and so they still continue to get exploited and underpaid for their work. Now the economy is making it where even if they start asking for what they're worth now, your money is still not going to go as far as it should because the inflation. Everything is going up, but ain't nobody wages going up, right? And the whole minimum wage hike is designed to shortstop the high wage makers. So before, minimum wage was $1.25, a good $20 hour job was a good ass job. But now you got minimum wages in some place high as $14 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And a $20 hour job is barely over the poverty line. That's insane. Exploitation of the people. And my mama used to tell me this over and over again. You can't throw people away like trash, baby. She said everybody should get what they owe, good, bad, or indifferent. These are repeated statements that she used to make. Now, as a child, I was trying to understand why my mama keeps saying this over and over, right? So it made me pay attention to the things that she repeat more than probably my siblings. And they became part of who I am, right? She used to say, baby, ain't nobody better than you, but just remember, you ain't better than nobody else, right? Ain't no big eyes or no little U's in family, right? So everybody got a part to play, and everybody can't play your part. I don't know what the hell that means, but it sounds like she's giving me something to do that can't nobody else in the family do. I don't know what it is, though, but she keeps telling me this repeatedly to drill it into my character because I'm always curious. I always ask a lot of questions, and I don't ask the same questions as the other children in my age group. So they used to call me weird. You know, the little weird kid, the little quiet boy, that little nappy-headed MF, stuff like that. And I ain't like, what is this all about? Because I don't feel like none of that. What y'all saying ain't got nothing to do with me. So I learned at an early age to have a thick skin. So once I got a thick skin, I understood what's called a universal right to express yourself. That means that everybody don't have to agree with me. They ain't supposed.
How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
I just want to give you so much appreciation and value right now because I had got a download a couple of months ago when China raised that sun over and it rose from the east and it set in the west. And I said again, I said, China just declared war on America. And motherfuckers was looking at me like I was crazy. But that was very significant. And motherfuckers missed that. So now, how is it now that China is buying up acres of land miles away from military bases and this so-called government allowed that shit to happen?
Because China is the boogeyman.
There you go.
Russia is the boogeyman. No, listen. So China ain't thinking about us over here. China ain't buying up shit over here. China is they going through the same shit we going through. What is it? In 2019, they had a group of matriarchs reclaimed China and renamed it the Republic of China. Now, the Soviet Socialist Chinese government, they are the equivalent of the deep state over here, right? In order to make our people over here remain in fear, they got to have a boogeyman. They got to have somebody to hold up in front of you, say, we about to be attacked. China finna declare World War IV, all that shit, murder us all. Fuck them people. They lying. China not thinking about us. They got their own issues and their own problems. They not trying to conquer us over here. They already was conquered by the same motherfuckers that conquered us. Africa got conquered by the same motherfuckers that conquered us. So sooner or later, Bang Dong Conference had to happen where all of us conquered motherfuckers got to come together and say, hey, we all got the same goddamn boot on our neck. One motherfucker grabbed the laces, another motherfucker grabbed the soul, somebody grabbed this motherfucker by the tongue. We gonna rip this motherfucking boot apart, right? So now we activate what we call the final solution. The final solution is played out in parody, in animation, as the story of Apocalypse and the story of Thanos.
Mm-hmm.
If you listen, right? So the battle is gonna come. It has to happen, or we gonna tear this bitch up. It ain't no we will flick this bitch into a new millennium and a whole different timeline and a whole different existence just to make sure that we get this shit right.
Yep.
Don't believe that boogeyman shit. China they got their own problems. They worried about what Thailand gonna do and how Japan's people is responding to the old emperor's family reclaiming Japan. They got all that shit to worry about over there. Right? So the Russian-Ukraine war, most of us don't even know that Ukraine belonged to Russia. It's a territory of Russia anyway. So when they playing this boogeyman shit, trying to scare us, this warmongering bullshit, that's why in the book it says it's gonna be wars and rumors.
Got you.
Rumors. And we know what a fucking rumor is. Somebody said that somebody said something that somebody else said that might not even said it. Don't fall for that shit. That's all the boogeyman story.
So, I'm not afraid of none of this bullshit because I know at the end of the day, we owning this shit. We got this shit. It's just gonna take more of our people to rise. Now, I'm over here in Chicago, and I was just having a conversation with one of our sisters, and I was saying like, these motherfuckers are gonna be able to do what they think they're gonna do because America still got guns. You got all of these young men out here in Chicago that got the right energy, but the wrong target because they don't have the right message. They not finna let none of that shit ride. They cannot come over here and do what the fuck they think they get ready to do.
Well, I can tell you like Tupac said, we might fight amongst each other, but I promise you this, we'll burn this bitch down, get us pissed.
Set a motherfucking
You ain't gonna, look, we done seen too many real niggas fall to let these bitch niggas beat us.
Come on.
It's just the way it is. You know what I'm saying? So if they want me to fix the problem, they got to let me fix the fucking problem. I don't want to put a Band-Aid on it. I don't want to make the black people, whatever the fuck them terms mean. Right? We not finna keep doing this back and forth. I step on your neck, you step on my neck. No, we done with that. Put the power.
We stepping on them neck.
Look, put the power where the power go. The machine run the way the machine was supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to motherfucking run the electrical cord through the face of the machine, you're going to have all kind of problems. But if you put the motherfucking power where it go, Earth is a feminine planet. It's ruled by feminine energy. You can't escape that. Yep. The only thing the masculine is there to is to guide and direct the feminine energy. And the feminine energy, when it's pissed off, is unadulterated, pure chaos energy that if a motherfucker can't control, will be swept away by it. The Sekhmet energy, that Kali Ma, I will fuck you up about my babies, Mama Bear energy, I will rip your ass to shreds. And when Mama Bear move, Papa Bear is a gorilla. He coming out the jungle. Mm-hmm. See, they're not watching the animals, so they don't know how to read the people.
Mm-hmm. And see that?
Right.
And see, that's where I'm coming from. All these got to stop. I pull my children out of school and my family think I'm that shit crazy. All this shit got to stop. Why are we letting these people educate?
Look, do this. Your family think you crazy. Mm-hmm. Get a dictionary. Get an etymology dictionary and just trace the word school. When you get to the word shul, S-H-O-O-L, keep going. You're going to end up with that's Yiddish. You're going to end up with the Hebrew word S-H-E-O-L. Mm-hmm. Then you show them in the Strong's Concordance what S-H-E-O-L translates as in English. And this is what we've been sending our babies at for the past motherfucking 200 years.
Yep.
So if you don't understand that you're sending your children to hell, how the fuck can they produce anything but a hellish environment?
Come on. You said that so beautifully. And I really hope people understand that when they prepare to send their children to these hell centers come August, come September. Right?
Look, we used to do step-down education. We didn't do this Skinner box Pavlovian response 12-step detoxification from thinking program. We had step down education. The problem is the children in the back that was elementary age was accelerating faster than the high school students in the front. So after a couple of years of step down education, you got motherfucking first graders telling seniors how to do physics. They couldn't tolerate our children developing that fast, so they had to interrupt the process. So all we gonna do is just say, okay, you interrupted it for a minute. We gonna bring this shit back the way it's supposed to be and properly educate the children. We got the documentation from those with the degrees. We got Nathan and Julia Hare. We got Amos Ian Wilson, psychological development of the black child. We have Haki Madhubuti. We have all of these different scholars who study the educational process and its effect on the minds of our children. Now we know what it is. Why is we still laying it? Okay, look, somebody shit in the pool, but won't nobody get out.
Oh my gosh, and that's where we at with it. Because it's hella shit in the pool, but nobody is strong enough to pull themselves out when you see that it's not working. We see that it's not working. We see the educational system doesn't work. We see the medical system doesn't work. We see all of these systems don't work, but we lack accountability within ourselves to pull ourselves up out of this shit. So when we taking accountability for ourselves in our own shit?
I think the hard part of taking accountability is because you want to know what's next. If I take responsibility for myself, then what I'm gonna do? We coming from generations of everybody pointing the finger at somebody else to solve the problem, but the person they pointing the finger at don't know how to solve the problem.
But see,
right. So when I studied history and I looked at the problem solvers that came that didn't solve the problem, I couldn't understand why the problem didn't get solved. The only thing that made any sense is when I looked over there and seeing that it was some motherfuckers that looked like us that was trying to take what we got by pretending to be us and making us believe that we were them. It's called the Great Switch. I'm not falling for that old switcheroo ass shit. That shit don't work on me. Yep. I know where I'm from.
And see, like the only system that I'm still in right now is the working system. I still go to work. And the sad part about it is I work in a hospital. I've been trying to step away from this job for forever. Every time I try to step away from this job, something happens. Long story short, now I know my real job is there, talking to our people, that I be taking herbs to work, like cleanse your body, cleanse this, cleanse that. This is what this herb do. This is what that herb do. Go get books on how to survive in nature. Figure out who the fuck you are inside. These motherfuckers did a blood draft at the hospital last year. And you know what 2 blood types they wanted? O negative and O positive only. Why do you think they wanted that? I'm sitting here.
Universal donors.
Yes. And I'm sitting here watching them. It was a 17 or 18-year-old girl in there had a baby. They forced her labor sooner than what she needed to, and they ended up having to make her do a C-section. They took this girl entire fucking uterus out. 18.
Listen, I did a video about that a year and a half ago called Desecration of the Holy Places. It's on my Facebook page. I told them if they don't have a reliable person, a trained doula or a midwife to go in the delivery room with them, they got to have a mama in there, somebody that got some common sense. Because they snatching uteruses out every chance they get, and they removing mammary glands every chance they get.
Every chance they get, every time. And I'm trying to tell people and educate people, like all of them young girls that's pregnant there. I'm telling them, like, listen, it's a better way for you to give birth to your child. I can help you. I can assist you, baby, with 12 people in white coats in the room. So why?
Ooh, they cutting you out, sister.
They cut me out. You have a baby in the same environment you created that motherfucker in. But we don't understand that. We allowing them to steal every bit of essence from us. We gotta stop that shit.
This is the great stop right here. Because if I have to approve them to do any of that dumb shit, it is not gonna get approved. I'm not with it. I don't support any kind of way of desecration of the holy places. I don't support that shit.
Yep.
I don't support the violation of children. I don't support that shit.
Yep.
You know, and I don't make mockery of men when they fall, because they use strategies like, for instance, sex cases. The allegation is the evidence. It's the only case. The allegation is the key evidence in a sex case. They don't care about if there's any forensic evidence, if it's any psychological evidence. The allegation is the evidence. The hardest case to beat is a sex case because the allegation is the key piece of evidence. Somebody accused you. So I didn't make fun of Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, Michael Jackson when they was making these allegations because I know the strategies that they use. That's, you know,
and see,
you don't need to be actually guilty. The allegation is enough.
It's enough, exactly. And see, we don't understand that as a people. We can hear one thing and it just takes over because you're not using the fullness of your brain. You're not using the fullness of how to really dissect the information that they're giving to you. You go to these hospital facilities and I'm telling you, these motherfucking nurses is in there taking shots of heroin. These motherfuckers is in there taking shots. All of that motherfucking medicine in there. These bitches is in there getting fired because they high in the med room. But you going there, you taking your children there for them to make your child well when everything on this planet, everything that was seeded on this planet can make you well. But you want to give the responsibility to another motherfucker that's getting high in the med room, then going in your child room taking care of your fucking child. Wake the
What you just said, that's Dr. House. Remember?
I don't know Dr. House, but I mean,
watch the show. It's a TV series called Dr. House. He the baddest motherfucking doctor. The only problem is he be in the med room still in the medications getting high.
See, and that's why I said it's a reason why I'm here. It's a reason why I can't break away from. I have a job to do. I have to see what the fuck is going on in there. I have to be able to tell my people that's in there getting these shots and shit. That's not what you want to do with yourself. And I'm teaching them how to clean some of that shit up out their body. That's my purpose. That's my objective. Yep. I need each and every one of us. You doing your job, right? You passing the information. We all have a piece to the puzzle, right? But if you're afraid to share your information, if you're afraid to share your knowledge for fear of sounding crazy, being crazy, acting, bitch, be crazy. And we can figure the shit out later. If I'm not right, my brother gonna tell me, no, sis, that's not right. This is what that is. But you cannot be afraid to put what the universe is placing on you to help everybody get up out of this shit. You are literally a walking sun. They cannot take you, right? So every effort they are trying to do is to cool you the fuck down. Go ahead.
I wrote a song some years ago, say, if I was a prophet, would you watch me rise? Or talk about me bad, be government spies? Despise me for relentless pursuit of the truth. Since suicide bombers will execute me in the booth. You can kill the man, but you can't kill the source. If I was a prophet, you couldn't alter my course. That's if I was a prophet.
I admire you. And somebody, a beautiful goddess just said in the chat, I wish I was a doula or I want to be a doula. Sister, you are a fucking doula. You already the doula. We've been doing this shit since the beginning of time. It's already within you. You don't need nobody to train you on how to give birth, something that's natural to you. You are a doula. Just do it.
And on top of that, when you start studying in what they call prenatal medicine, you find out that cesarean, that came from African women in the villages who encountered some women with something called closed hips. They couldn't give natural birth. Closed hips is a reptilian trait. And the closed hips require a C-section or the mother will die in childbirth. She will not be able to pass the child, and it might even kill the child. So women can use the cesarean as a way to bring the child into the world and try to save the mother's life at the same time. This is common knowledge in modern medicine. They all know this. The nutrition for that they give you, the big ass horse pills they give to women that's pregnant with the vitamins. They got that from Mississippi women who was doulas who used to use red clay dirt and have the pregnant women eat it in order to get their nutrition up. So they knew that the women require excess nutrition. We don't want to give them clay dirt. We want to give them something we can monetize. So we're going to put this shit in a pill. So they took the same shit, then all of the herbs, like the moringa and the maca, the electric and the magnetic herb for malnutrition. They don't want us teaching this, right? Because they know it. I'm not telling you something that is not in the journals of medicine, right? This is something that they are currently aware of and have been aware of for a long time, right? So the doula center is going to open to start recollecting all of that ancient knowledge that's still in practice in villages all over the world. Right. So the doula center is going to be ran by what we call a traveling doula. Her job is to go over there to where doulas are in other lands and see what they're doing that we need. It's consolidating the knowledge again. We did this before thousands of years ago. Now here we are doing the same shit all over again because the doula's been scattered and replaced by Western medicine, allopathic pharmaceutical representatives instead of allopathic naturopathic physicians, right? So we had to go to